Hey there, sweet friends, and welcome to the Peacock Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and this week we got our quarter of a cow, so I'll be unboxing that for you this week. Of course, we had to break it open and cook a package of hamburger, and we made some enchiladas with it, and I'll be restocking a couple things in my freezer. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, let's get into the video. So when I ordered my quarter of a cow, I was able to get a bunch of hearts and liver, and I also got some cow tongue. So those are just different cuts of the meat that are a lot of people don't use. So I got a bunch of those. I'll probably be marinating the organ meats and as well as cook them in the slow cooker. As for the beef fat, the suet, I will be rendering that down and using that for cooking. So here I got 50 pounds of hamburger. And I got them in 1 pound packages because I figured that'd be pretty convenient for the hubs and I. This hamburger actually filled the whole box, so that was a blessing. And this is the beef fat that I got. It wasn't very much, but it is still a blessing. So I'll just be rendering that down and using it for cooking or maybe a little batch of soap. And this whole box is beef liver, so I'll be eating that and I'll be giving some to the dogs. And these are all beef tongue. Not a lot of people wanted this, so I took a bunch of those. And I also have hearts. I have a bunch of beef hearts, so I'll probably be putting those in the slow cooker as well. And I'll also be sharing with the doggos. So in my order, I actually ordered dog bones, but I'll be getting those on Monday. So hopefully they'll be in next week's video. Right here, I have a couple packages of soup bones. Those have a bit of meat in it. And I also have a couple of London broil. They came with that as well. Behind that, I have a couple steak roast, chuck roast here. They're actually pretty humongous. They would feed Tom and I for at least 3 to 4 days. Right there was the brisket. When you get a quarter of a cow, you only get one of those. And then I also have some stew meat. I like how they're packaged and they're proportioned just perfect for us. Not too much, just enough. And then I have a strip steak there. And then I have a bunch of those. And then right here I have sirloin tip steaks, so I have a few of those. Those look really good. And right here I ordered some cube steaks, so I got 2 of those, 2 packages of those. And in the back here is my sirloin tip steak, so I have quite a few of those. So I'll be using that and putting those in the slow cooker. Then we have some Delmonico's. I got those for the hubs. I have a few of those. We'll be trying that this week for dinner because I'm interested. Right here we have the tenderloin, so I have a few packages of those as well. And I also ordered some sandwich steak, so those will be really good for making beef subs, or if I want to make a Philly cheesesteaks. And right here is the oxtail, so I'll be making something really special with that and showing you guys. So that pretty much filled up my whole freezer, and then I took out all my frozen veg and stuff, and that's going to go right on top, and I can just sort through that after. But I'm pretty psyched. That will last us for quite a while. So these are the last 2 of the butternut squash that we got from the Amish food market. We got 12 of them, and they were 99 cents for each, or 98 cents. So that was a pretty good deal, because now at Aldi's they're selling it for 98 cents a pound. So I thought that was a pretty good deal going to the Amish food market. So I love shopping locally, and I love using the farmers market, and I also love going to the Amish food markets. That saves us so much. So my plans with the butternut squash was to make some sweetbread, because I like to make it ahead of time and pop it in the freezer, and that way during the week if we run out of one, we can pop another one out, because I like to have a quick easy breakfast before I go to work, because especially with the puppy now, I'm bringing him to work with me, so I have to be really quick and preparing myself stuff for the morning, so I work ahead of time and plan ahead and one will go in the freezer and one will be out for us to eat for breakfast. And then when I go to work, Tom can have a quick and easy breakfast for himself. This week we also restocked by making some hamburger rolls as well as hot dog rolls and a couple of sub rolls there. And I like to make those ahead of time and just put them in the freezer and use them throughout the week. It's always nice when you have things made ahead of time because then it makes your meal prep so much quicker. You can go ahead and quickly cook the meat to these. If make a quick hamburger or hot dog, or even just any kind of sandwich like a tuna salad sandwich. Tonight was an easy quick dinner. I fried some potatoes for Tom and I cooked him a hot dog, and I had put some meatballs in the freezer from last week's video, and I made myself a meatball sub. So it was nice and quick and easy. I love that. So here I am going to be making some cookies ahead of time so I can just pop them from the freezer into the oven. If I had enough room in my freezer, I would definitely make some freezer meals, some casserole meals and whatnot, just to make my life much easier, because I don't really want to cook from scratch when I come home from work. I want to come home, pop something in the oven for a few minutes, heat it up, and just enjoy my meal and rest. And sometimes after that, I might want a sweet treat. So I'm making ahead these chocolate chip cookies, and I'll be thanking myself later. They turned out so delicious and ooey gooey. And you can actually store these in the freezer baked or unbaked like I am. They'll last in the freezer for a good 3 to 4 months. I just wanted to give you a little update on our rescue puppy, Ronin. He is fitting in and doing just fine. He is doing a lot of exercising. We have pee pads everywhere because he's still young. We are just starting potty training with him. So we are getting going on that. We're just a little bit early, but he loves actually going outside. He's already gotten his first December shot. So that is all set, and he is doing well. The night that we got our cow meat, I decided to pop open a package of hamburger. So that's 1 pound of hamburger, and I was gonna make some enchiladas. And I actually got some green salsa that I made in 2023. I'm gonna be zipping that up and pouring that over the top. So of course I added some taco seasoning, and I added a little bit of salt and pepper to it as well. I'm going to fry that up, and I'm going to be adding my onions and green peppers. So that was the onions that I had hanging up. I actually purchased those from the Amish down the road from me, and I needed to use them up because they're starting to grow a little green stalks. So I have some green onions for the topping. So that worked out pretty good. I got all the meat browned and the onions and the peppers sauteed, and I'm grabbed some mozzarella that I had made a while ago. I had stored it in the freezer, so I thawed that out. Then I used it for a different meal, so I had a little bit left over. I thought it would be perfect for inside of these enchiladas. So I'm folding these up, and I'm going to stuff as many as I can and fit them in this little pan. And then I'll be pouring that green salsa over the top. I do have the pan buttered with butter, and then I'll be baking that for a good 50 minutes at 350 degrees, just so the top is nice and crispy and all of that salsa is bubbling on top. This is actually one of my favorite salsa recipes. I got it from the Blue Ball book of canning, and I try to make green salsa every year. I used up almost all of it from 2023, and now I'll be making hopefully some this year, so I'll be stocking up on that. because then I get to make delicious meals like this. And green tomato salsa is really versatile, and you can use it to make a ton of savory recipes. So I'm just cutting all the green onions on top. That's a good topper, I thought, and I didn't want to waste that part of the onion. So this is ready to eat, and I can't wait to dig in. This is something that I'd order at a restaurant if I went out to eat. And the hamburger was super tender, so we're very excited about our quarter of a cow. And that's it, friends. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you have many blessings, and I'll see you on the next one.